Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate all the feedback that I gotten on this leg press build. I've posted it obviously here on YouTube. I posted on Instagram, on Reddit, and on Reddit especially. I've gotten almost 200 comments. Most of them are good and constructive. So thank you a lot. And thank you to all the people commenting. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I've done a few improvements on the leg press. Based on the comments and based on the few workouts that I've done on it so far. So that's what I'm going to go through today. I know it's only been a few days since I posted this one, but I think it's really important to bring it out to you people. If you are planning on making one yourself, then at least take a look at what I've done to improve this. Okay guys, before I go into detail on the improvements that I've done on the leg press, a few advice. If you build one, of course, it's not going to be the same grade as a commercial grade. So if you don't feel safe using a wooden leg press, don't make one. I feel safe using it. I'm not going to put 500 kilos or 1,000 kilos on it. I've had 160 kilos on it. I did a few reps on that. Works super well, and I would be comfortable using it with more than 200, maybe 250, but I wouldn't go much further than that. That's my personal experience of it. If you feel it differently, then either don't make it or use less weight and add resistance in other ways. I'm still open for improvements, so if you have any suggestions on this build, make sure to write in the comments down below. Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I did, because I had some leftover wood in the weekend before I went to the hardware shop. So I put some more wood on the side of each leg. I just had some leftover, that's why they're in a different color. So it's some scrap wood I had from a different project. I put that on each leg. Then I reinforced the back one with cross beams like here. I use some laps, but you can use 2x4s or whatever you have, just to take up some of the lateral forces that potentially could be in this leg press. I don't think it is that big an issue, but just in case. So add more wood to strengthen it up. So the other thing is probably the most important thing, more safety. I didn't really have a safety system preventing the trolley from actually crushing me. I heard some really bad stories with people getting crushed and damaging the knees and so on. So that's the thing that I think is most important thing that I've done now. I've added this piece of 2x4, and it goes all the way down to the floor, just in case. So it adds more support down there as well. But basically this will do. It will, if the trolley gets too far down, it will catch this part of the trolley and preventing it from crushing the person sitting in there. Now this one is made with my depth, so this is where I'll say, okay, I don't want to go any further down here, so go measure that with yourself, and then have a friend or partner put a line with a pencil on it on the side and say this is where the safety system should be, and then cut a piece of wood similar to that. This is the lowest position that I've set it to. Maybe I could go a little further down, but I think this is good for me. So that's the safety stop right now. I can still push it up. Now the other thing I did, as I mentioned before, the hinges that I used, the other one was too wide. I used a hinge that was a bit wider. So, but now I replaced it with a proper one. There's still gonna be a few people saying that you shouldn't hinge like that because it's not designed for that. I agree on that, but that's how I've done it, and I think this is gonna work. Now these stoppers take up the entire weight of the trolley, and currently the wood goes actually all the way into this part. So if the hinge breaks, which it won't do in this position, it's still gonna be supported by these two 2x4s. And the same goes in this one. Purpose of this one is to act as a stopper device or start-stop. So when you want to use the machine, then you push the trolley a little and then tilt those backwards. The person recommended that I made it so that it would go in and support the actually wood part of the trolley, so like here. So I just put a 2x4 on top of it. As long as it's touching the wood, that's good. I did extend the arms, the stopper arms. I just have the old one here. So this is the old one with the wider hinge, and you can see I extended it a little. It was just too short for me. So again, you need to try out some things and see what works and what doesn't work. Then another comment that I got was, before I had hinges on the backrest like this, and I agree on that part, because the comment said that the hinge wouldn't survive being loaded this way, and that's correct. It's not designed for that. So eventually the backrest plate could drop. That being said, at that point it had like maybe that much of travel, so it wouldn't really do a big thing. But of course, it could break. So I designed it a bit differently. Now it's just supported by this steel pipe, and it's actually just resting on top of it, like that. And then the steel pipe is prevented from rolling on this wood, and then just goes into this slot. And then I still have the backrest adjustment. Then I had another comment saying that since this weight trolley won't be able to handle the same amount of weight that a commercial grade backrest would do, then I could add bands instead. So I should add band pegs so the bands could be attached. And then I realized that, well, I actually already got those band pegs, because I got steel pipe sticking out of the backrest adjustment, and now I got down here as well. So I could actually put some resistance bands on these and put them into the trolley. And then the further up the trolley is, the harder it is to push even further. And then when it goes down, it's just easier. That's another way to add resistance. I will be putting on some soft cushioning on this. Maybe I'll use an old sleeping mat or buy some foam mattress and cut into to this size. And I'm still open for improvements, so if you have anything to say about the design, please let me know in the comments down below. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's a few other videos. That's my first video about the leg press and my other DIY projects. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like button, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel as well. See you soon.